Hello, Smith Green families. This is Jared Miller from Cherubusco Junior Senior High School, along with Luke Cooper from Cherubusco Elementary. We would like to pass along some updates from our Student Conflict Roundtable discussions. We are excited to share the conversations that took place, as well as the new initiatives we are working on in our district. We would like to thank the students, staff, and community members who made this a successful experience.
There were three main discussion points that were shared with the committee. The first point presented to the committee focused on resolving student conflict in the building. We shared hypothetical examples of how we approach student conflict, both in the elementary and junior-senior high settings. This allowed our committee to hear real-world scenarios that our staff see on a regular basis. Another roundtable discussion focused on new ideas and initiatives for our schools moving forward. This was developed organically through honest conversations among members of the community, student volunteers, and our staff. We also shared a flow chart focused on what student conflict cases look like here in the building. This included listing the staff members involved, their roles for student conflict, and the lines of communication from staff to parents to keep everyone on the same page. Here's the example we presented, beginning with the initial report, the follow-ups, all the personnel involved, and the restorative practices we have in place here at school.
The two initiatives we are excited to implement are the Sandy Hook Promise, as well as raising mental health awareness in our schools. The Sandy Hook Promise is an anonymous reporting tool that can be utilized by anyone with access to the internet. It allows people to leave tips for our administrators to help students in need and to also help solve cases that we might be working on in the building. Mr. Cooper and I had the opportunity to visit a school district who is currently using this alert system to gain a first-hand idea of the process in action. Our goal is to implement this reporting system beginning for the 2022-23 school year. Training will be made available for students, staff, and community that would like to learn more.
Mental health awareness has been on many of our minds since the beginning of the pandemic. After these conversations, we began researching ways to offer our students more support in our buildings as they deal with the stresses of social life, academics, and responsibilities outside of school. As part of our research, we went to visit a social worker and administrator at a nearby high school. Here we learned more about their procedures they follow to service students in their district that require extra support. We will continue researching this aspect of our school with the goal of finding a program that fits our students' needs.
Cherubusco Junior Senior High School is excited about the opportunities we have been implementing and looking forward to developing in our school to help students' behaviors, conflict, and awareness for mental health. This year, our PBIS team has led a charge to really dig into our data and determine what we could do to curb specific student behaviors and conflict that we are seeing happen in the school. We implemented a student PBIS team that is focused on developing presentations and videos to push out to our student body that focus on specific issues. Our goal is to have these monthly presentations become weekly that cover student conflict, student behavior, mental health, and more. We have also begun our multi-tiered systems of supports program to help identify students who need extra help and support for either academics, behaviors, or mental health. This program will develop individual plans for students based on their specific need and assign them a mentor within the school. The Get School Tour also came to visit our students at Cherubusco Junior Senior High School this past month. This whole school assembly focused on mental health awareness to our students. We are also looking to bring in other presenters and assemblies for our entire student body next year that focus on bullying, student conflict, and mental health. Our school also offers extra support with a licensed mental health therapist who is in the building 3 days a week and a life coach who is in the building regularly. A framework we have already began to establish in our school is using restorative discipline. Restorative discipline focuses on repairing conflict and helping those involved grow from the situation and experience. Another opportunity we're also looking into is utilizing peer conflict mediators to help address student conflict. These student mediators will be trained to work with students at the onset of problems and to help encourage them to work through issues. Another opportunity for this group would be to work directly with small groups of students on building skills around conflict.
On the elementary side, we are continuing to offer our counselor-led lessons in our classrooms centered around student conflict. Mrs. Joy has done an excellent job of helping our students build the skills they need to work through situations here at school. We are excited to also have these lessons and tips available on her Canvas page, which students and parents can access from home. Our PBIS program is also a key to our success and the development of student character in our building through positive reinforcement. We continue to promote being safe, respectful, and responsible, which covers our bases. We recognize our students through positive office referrals to again reinforce those good behaviors we're looking for from them. Like Mr. Miller mentioned, we are looking into the possibility of an outside presentation such as the Get School Tour for our elementary side. Mrs. Joy has led the charge on that with the goal of finding something that fits the needs of our K-5 students. I'm currently supervising mentor groups for our students who are struggling with social interactions and behaviors here at school. We have a group of 5th grade mentors who are taking on a role model position for our younger students. They meet twice a week and focus on building social skills and decision making throughout the day. Finally, we are continuing to offer our counselor newsletter updates. Check for our next letter to be published this month virtually. These updates will include the new lessons and activities we are promoting for student support.
The next steps for Smith Green Community Schools include implementing the Sandy Hook Promise reporting tool this fall. We know this will benefit the safety of our students going forward. We will also continue to use our roundtable committee to gain feedback for future school initiatives at Smith Green. Again, we want to thank everyone who was involved in this project. We are excited about the future of our schools and the direction our district is headed.